welcome everybody here to the Martin Segal Theater Center. My name is Frank Henschke, and I'm the director of the Segal Center. Next to me is the director of the play tonight, Whitney White of Liberation, as you know. And it's a great pleasure to have you here with us. The World Voices, British Academia and Professional Theater, international, but especially global theater and New York theater. And we have with us one of the great living playwrights, I think, of our times, with Marius von Mayenburg, who's there, who would be a heavyweight champion if he would be a boxer or a grandmaster if he played chess. He's a truly brilliant with his words, his stories, so it's also highly, highly respected detailed translator and dramaturg. So we are really honored, Marius, that you came over with his brother also and to New York. And now we're going to hear a new work, a work that actually will be done next year with the Steppenwolf Theater Company. So something very, very special. First reading in English. And if you have a cell phone, take it out for 1 second.
Turn it off. Do it.
Let me see. What does this say?
Thank you.
Silent, yes. And Whitney, you want to say a few words about the play?
First of all, thank you for joining us. I like that you likened our brilliant playwright to a heavyweight. I think that is exactly the sensation that I got when I first read the play. It felt like I had been hit with something unforgettable. It is my favorite play that I have read in so very long. So I'm going to invite my actors to come on out and get cozy. I'm going to introduce them. Come on. We have Han von Skyver playing Clara. We have Samantha Soul playing Astrid and Chris Stack playing Wolfram. So we'll read the play straight through, and thank you again for joining us. This is Ellen B.
Ellen B. by Marius von Mayenburg, translated into English by Daniel Brunet. Setting: Clara and Astrid's living room.
I don't get it.
What don't you get?
Why do you have to?
I
all
have
of a
to?
sudden?
I don't have
Does
to.
that mean you can still cancel it?
No, not really.
I don't get it.
Now that he's invited, I can't just uninvite him.
Yeah, sure, but why did you invite him in the first
I don't know.
place?
It just happened.
Happened.
Yes, it was, I don't know.
Spontaneous.
Yeah, if you want. It was spontaneous.
You're not spontaneous.
Anyway, I didn't do it because I somehow had to.
Something like that doesn't happen spontaneously.
Well, we were standing together in the stairwell, Balder Kamp and I, and the others were leaving, and he wanted to talk to me.
Why?
Details.
Do that
After the meeting, they are always our details.
Uh-huh.
Students that we talk about, problems with the parents.
Okay.
And I don't know.
Then he invited himself over for a glass of wine, and you couldn't say no?
No, I wouldn't say that.
Then how was
I
it?
just asked him.
You mean you did?
It was clear that it was going to take a while, that and you were waiting at home with dinner, so
because of me.
if he didn't want to have a glass of wine tonight, and we could continue this at my place.
Our place.
My place. Our place.
You don't even like him?
Yes. No, not particularly.
Or has that changed?
No.
But suddenly it turned out that he isn't an asshole
No,
after all.
I never said that he was an asshole.
I'm saying that. I know him too. You're forgetting that.
I'm not, but he isn't.
Yes, and you've always said that.
No, he's just
too.
a complicated person.
No,
he
it's not
also
that
has a completely
complicated.
different side. You never saw that as a student.
People always say that about assholes. He also has a different side.
All right, I have a lot to thank him for.
What then?
That I am where I am today.
No. Where are you then?
That I am still working in the field.
You have yourself to thank for that.
Sure, that too.
No,
but no,
not
he protected me.
Protected?
Yes, and he didn't have to do that.
From what?
From attacks. Yes, I have been attacked. Again and again. Problems with parents and resistance from other teachers and the staff, students.
You don't need any protectors. You can do that.
No. No. Sometimes you need protection in this job. And he's always been very loyal to me.
And that's why you spontaneously invited him.
I don't know. Yes, maybe. Out of solidarity.
Oh, gratitude.
No.
Obligation.
Look, if that's how you want to...
Because that's the deal. He protects you, and for that you let him be part of your private life.
This is not private.
What else then?
It's a work meeting.
Over wine?
Well, it's still...
At our place? Of course that's private.
Look, it's not a deal either. It's just normal between people who work together.
We've gotten used to finding that normal, yes. The man provides protection and the woman provides intimacy in return. It's all about ownership and dominance.
Intimacy, the way you say that.
It is intimate. Our apartment.
I'm asking myself, what is it that you're imagining?
You better ask yourself what he's imagining.
I don't understand why you are so
Because
upset.
the guy is dangerous.
Dangerous? Well,
Yes,
Look,
for us.
Look, nothing bad is going to happen.
Yes, it is. He is coming over to our apartment.
He is coming, and we are going to have a glass of wine together.
Oh, me too.
Well,
Does he know that I'm here?
Look, he knows that I live with a woman, if that's what you mean.
No. Does he know that I am this woman? No, he does not know that.
I don't think that he remembers you.
Why not?
All these students at school,
Well,
there are so
but-
many, and there are constantly new ones.
Yeah,
He doesn't notice
so-
all of them.
He did notice me.
I don't think so.
I do. Boulder Camp notices every single female student.
No.
At the latest, by the time they start puberty.
He's not that bad.
Besides, I was in the choir.
Okay, it's a couple of weeks.
What if he recognizes me?
We're all adults.
Wasn't an adult back then.
Okay, but that was years ago.
So do you mean that I've changed so much, or?
What?
Sure, youth is over, of course.
No, I don't mean
The
that.
bloom is
No,
off
no.
the rose.
You still look exactly like you did back then.
Oh, then he'll recognize me.
Yeah. No, memory fades too.
Why? What fades? What do you mean?
It doesn't matter. I'll just say that he was mistaken, okay? What?
Lying again.
I could have met you anywhere.
But you didn't.
You could just be anybody.
But I'm not just
no,
anybody.
No, I don't mean that. I mean that we can just tell him something else.
So it does matter.
What? Sure.
If he figures out where we know each other from.
No, if he recognizes you,
Yeah.
that's okay.
It's okay?
Yes, it's very improbable and ultimately not that bad.
Not that bad.
Yes, I mean, no.
But bad enough to lie again?
It would just be this once. Look, we've come a long way since then.
Exactly.
And no one can say anything. We've been, what now, 12 years?
14 years.
I don't care what he says. I don't care.
Did that end up making this whole thing more exciting for you?
What? What thing?
Back then, that nobody was allowed to know about
That wasn't a thing.
us. Was that something somehow exciting for you?
What do you want to hear? That I was bored?
It was pure horror for me.
I'm sorry.
I hated myself, and you too, because I couldn't be like all the
never
others.
wanted
That I couldn't just hold hands with some boring, pimply boy like all the other girls and lead him down Main Street like a stupid dog. I just wanted for it to be over.
Well, I remember it differently.
Of course.
If things had gone the way you wanted,
They didn't.
they did. They almost always.
Do you even know?
What? No.
That I sometimes, I wished that I was dead.
That's not true.
Always the fear.
Every single step.
When the exams came and I couldn't sleep a single night.
I know
and my
that it wasn't
parents,
easy for you, but
Not easy.
otherwise.
Of course, it was crazy, too.
Okay, apart from
And
that.
the best thing but yeah. What is it apart from that?
Apart from that, maybe it's really better.
What?
If
I go?
If you want to go over to Yelka's today anyway.
Why aren't you telling me why he's coming?
Because there is no special reason.
Yes,
We were just talking,
there
and I
is.
thought.
What were you talking about?
10th grade. I would tell you if it was at all interesting.
It's just, if you all of a sudden, if someone like Boulder Camp from now on just spontaneously suddenly can come over here for a visit.
No.
You don't even do that with our, it
No.
feels like everything is completely different all of a sudden.
It's not.
Uh-huh.
No.
Why not? Okay. By the way, it won't help a bit if I go.
Why not?
Because he knows that it's me anyway, that you live
How
with.
is he supposed to know
My
that?
name is on the doorbell.
Yeah, so.
He has to read it.
He doesn't know your name.
Yes, of course he does. He signed all of my report cards.
He does that for at least 500 students every year.
Clara Cobia isn't exactly Steffi Muller.
You think you are much more important than you are.
What?
Not everything here is about you.
Good. Then I'll just stay here, and if he recognizes me, then
You know, maybe it's hard to take, but there are people who read your name and they see your face, maybe even a few times, and they just forget it again. Maybe even they find it really pretty, and they're still going to forget it at some point. After a few weeks, or maybe even just a minute later, because it simply has no relevance to them. Do you understand? You are not relevant for every human being. And I know that that is almost unimaginable for a student, but when you lead an institution, a school, and the students come and go every day, are kind of like, they're just like patients in a hospital. They are a problem that you have to solve. And if you're lucky, it's a solvable task, but relevant on a human level for a teacher, like someone like, for someone like Balderkamp, please. Clara.
And have you solved me?
What?
The problem that I was
I
as a
haven't
student
said
for you. Is
What?
that the solution, what we're doing here, our life? Is that the solution for the
No,
problem
no,
that I was
Our life,
for you? Not a solvable
were,
task?
You were
Me?
not a problem. for me.
Completely
Please,
unproblematic?
Clara, this is about my job. Now. And this doesn't have anything to do with you, and it hasn't for a long time.
Then tell me
What?
why I should go away.
Clara, you shouldn't.
If he doesn't recognize me because I'm so completely
I
irrelevant,
didn't
then
say
why
that.
should I go? I
Because-
don't
because-
understand.
because-
or should I go because I'm so irrelevant?
No, this is ridiculous. Clara, please understand.
No.
If he comes, it's complicated for me.
Because he's such a terribly complicated person.
Yes, that too. And I don't
You don't want for me to make it even more complicated?
for it to become more complicated because of you.
Because I what?
Why can't I just spontaneously invite someone over that I work with?
Your boss?
Why does that have to be a problem? Why?
Because I live here and because he's an asshole and I don't want to have
not
him
an asshole.
here. Yes, and I want you to admit that.
Clara, no. Okay. No, I'm sorry. I wasn't nice.
No, you weren't.
I didn't want to upset you.
It's okay.
I know.
But
I should have
it's
asked.
yes.
I'm sorry. Look, I underestimated
What?
this situation.
What did you underestimate?
How much it stresses you out.
What stresses me
all
out?
of this, everything that has to do with the school. and
No, I'm
because
not stressed
yes,
out.
You are because of the bad
No,
memories.
but I can feel very clearly
look, this is
that
my
you-
work, and I go there every morning, and I try to make the best out of it, and I constantly say to myself, if I have to deal with his hate, it makes me incredibly tired, and I don't want to, even if it may be true, I simply can't.
If I let him into our apartment, then I have to at least know, roughly, I have to know who is sitting there with this asshole in my apartment, that you are still you, and not some brainwashed employee with her boss, that I can rely on the fact that you're still thinking just like you used to, that I can rely on you, that I can rely on you.
You can.
Then say it.
You can rely on me.
No.
Yes.
No, you should say that he's an asshole. You used to say that every day.
That is childish. We are no longer.
I want to know who you
Doorbell
are.
rings.
Oh, already? The place.
Just say it.
This place looks.
I'm not leaving.
Then stay.
He's an asshole.
Do whatever you want. Hello? Where are you going?
Not to Yelka's.
But where?
To the bedroom.
Thank you.
I'm going to try to sleep. Don't wake me up.
Quite some weather we're having.
Did you get wet?
Do you have maybe a towel?
Yes. No, yes, of course.
Because I never have an umbrella. I don't like it when I can't see the sky.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Better take off my shoes.
No, you don't have to.
No worries. My feet don't stink.
Oh, no.
Soaked all the way through to the socks. Can I put them on a heater
Sure,
somewhere?
yeah, no, give them to me.
Thanks.
No problem.
And can I give you my coat?
No, of course.
Sorry.
No problem.
I have absolutely no body odor.
Excuse me?
It's very strange. Not just my feet, my entire body.
Really?
Haven't you ever noticed?
Nope.
I don't
To
even,
be honest.
I don't even use deodorant.
Uh-huh.
What you were smelling right now, It's just the wet wool from my coat.
Okay.
I myself, I mean, my armpits, you're welcome to.
No, thank you.
And it isn't because I don't sweat. I do sweat, but I. Go
No,
ahead.
I'm gonna
I don't
I'm gonna
mind.
take your word for it.
It's really astonishing because actually all people, I'm sure that you also use deodorant. You always smell pretty good at least.
Great. Wonderful. But
I can go without showering for days. You can't smell it.
like a child.
No, kids stink like a gym. I'm more like
Yeah.
I'm made of wood.
But wood when you saw it.
Yes. Or plastic. Glass.
Would you like to sit down?
Can I give this back to you?
Yeah.
I'm made of glass.
Something to drink?
Do you have a cold beer?
Sorry, no beer. Maybe wine.
Not cheap trash from the supermarket.
Yeah, I'm not sure where it comes from. We have red and white.
Because that can mess up my entire night and the next day too.
No.
Then I would prefer beer.
No, no.
But you don't know
I
where
drink it too.
You don't know where it came from.
No, it's not so important to me. I buy it in the supermarket sometimes, but this time my girlfriend bought it, and
of course.
yes, and she actually always goes to, I think, this whiskey store.
I love whiskey. but
Well, no,
later.
we have wine, but
It doesn't matter. I'll have white. If it's cold,
I'm gonna take a look.
I get migraines right away from bad wine. Just takes one or two sips.
You can try it first.
Wolfram takes a book from the bookshelf.
Exactly. Try it first.
I'm sorry, excuse me?
He flips through the book.
I'm sorry, did you say something?
Me? No. You read stuff like this?
Like what?
Thanks. This.
Yeah, but it was a long time ago.
Uh-huh.
It's a lot better than you think.
Isn't it more,
No, people already know the movie, but that's actually good literature.
if you say so,
It's a classic in England.
in England, sure.
Here too, actually.
You know, English literature, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't know, I always find it to be a little affected and strange.
Really?
Yes, as if it were an unsuccessful parody of culture on
Parody.
the European continent. Yeah, always a little too much. Always a little in the direction of kitsch.
Well, but Shakespeare.
Shakespeare, sure, everyone agrees. But if you're honest,
Yeah.
don't you find it completely exaggerated and pretentious too? This
Pretentious?
language. Yes,
Shakespeare.
this flowery speech. Isn't it annoying over time?
No.
With French literature, for example, I don't experience that at all.
You know, I didn't spend years studying English literature to find Shakespeare annoying.
No, of course. But a book like this, nothing like this in the rest of Europe.
Yes. Exactly, and isn't that great? You can read it if you like. She was only 21 when she wrote it.
Young.
Yes.
Such a thick book.
Yeah, and back then everyone thought it was written by her husband.
It's typical, no?
And no one thought she was capable of it.
Sometimes young people are astonishingly mature.
Yes.
You think so too,
Yes,
don't you?
of course.
And young women especially are often underestimated, especially by men.
Mm-hmm.
You think they're still children, in reality they're already fully developed women.
Well, you're not a kid anymore at 21.
No,
By
not
then
not
you
at 21.
have already seen something of the world.
Yeah, sure. By then some have already been through a lot.
Yeah.
Astrid, would I?
Is that wine okay for you?
What I?
The wine.
What?
I don't want you to get a headache.
Yeah, it's okay. What I wanted to say before
Yes.
is a little uncomfortable for me.
Oh, yeah?
We can drop it in a second or two. Just say 2 words about it to
Okay,
me.
sure, but I don't even know
Because
what.
the reason why I'm happy that we can talk about it in a different context, let's say privately,
Yes. You said some student?
it's about Ellen.
Ellen.
Ellen Bobic. Ellen Bobic?
Babek. Yes.
Exactly. Yugoslavian?
Croatian, but
Ellen Babic. What is that? 10B, right?
yes. Yes, of course. Yeah, 10B.
10th grade.
Oh, well, almost 11th, actually.
Yeah, yeah. Well integrated in the class, I mean?
Ellen? Yeah, sure, as far as I can tell.
Lovely. Lovely.
So why are you asking?
Because sometimes they don't have it easy.
Who, the girls?
When the family comes from abroad,
Well, they've been here since the 1990s, so
Which doesn't mean.
what do you mean?
Regardless, it often sounds all muddled verbally,
She doesn't speak differently than any other children.
which today, unfortunately, doesn't mean anything.
But
But she is well integrated, no?
absolutely.
Not an outsider.
Well, she's a completely normal child.
Oh, really?
Yes, sure.
Hmm.
What's the problem? Is there a problem?
Would you say that she's still a child?
Yes. I don't know. For me, all the students are children.
Is that so?
Yes, until they graduate.
Even though you just said that some are astonishingly mature.
Well, no, you said that.
Well, am I wrong?
No, some are, but I would still call them children.
Because
in my eyes, they are children.
your children?
My,
In the sense of you feel responsible,
Well,
your children, as if you were their mother?
no, of course, not just children, not yet adults.
Okay.
Do you see that differently?
Me?
I'm sorry, why are you asking?
No, absolutely not. I'm just surprised that you see it like that.
But that's,
Yeah,
sorry, that's normal.
yes, I think so too.
Exactly.
I was just surprised that you'd think it's normal too, because if I can be honest, Astrid,
Of course.
I'm not always sure what is for you,
Yes.
what you think is normal.
I'm sorry, excuse me?
And whether, well, don't misunderstand me,
What?
whether you don't have a couple of coordinates off,
Coordinates?
if you understand what I mean.
No. No. Not at all. Actually, I do not understand what you're talking about right now.
Too bad.
Yeah, because,
What seems normal to people and what doesn't, that also has to do with their own,
yes,
I'll say, personality structure.
with their own coordinates,
Yes, exactly, coordinates.
and mine are off.
No,
You're saying
I'm just asking
my personality
myself.
structure is, you're saying not completely normal.
I didn't
If you mean my
say-
sexual orientation, then you can go ahead and say
No,
that. Because
for
yes,
God's
I do. I
sake.
live with a woman.
I know.
And no, she is not my roommate, but instead,
Yes,
but
I know.
instead because I love women. About half of the world's population
Yes,
does
of
that.
course. I should have thought
What?
that you were going to make this connection.
I'm sorry. What?
Because
what,
you always connect.
What am I connecting?
You always connect everything to that, as if there were no other
to
topic.
what?
Your so-called sexual orientation. I'm sorry if I've offended you. It's sensitive, and I completely understand.
What? What do you understand? Because I don't need any understanding.
No, because of course you feel attacked, and I understand that. But do you know
What?
your sexual orientation?
Yes. What about it?
It's not as unbelievably exciting for us as you might think.
It's not about exciting or not exciting.
Astrid, we think it's great that you love women. We all love women.
Really?
But no one is talking about that. No one has a problem with that.
With
okay?
what then? What then what isn't normal about me? What about me is off?
Don't you know?
I have no idea. I think it's pretty shitty of you to come into my apartment where I live with my girlfriend,
Yes,
and
of
act
course.
like this is just some private chit chat, and then you come up with these uptight prejudices.
I never said anything about a private chit-chat. The word chit-chat isn't even a part of my vocabulary. Is it supposed to be 19th century?
Private? You said private?
No, I'm going to have to disappoint you there.
Disappoint? I'm not disappointed.
No, I don't think that we have this connection between us.
What kind of connection?
I haven't had the impression in recent years that you are interested in such a, as you put it, private chat.
And is that a problem?
No, not for me.
Are you used to getting more private attention from female faculty? Is this something that I have failed to do?
Please, Astrid, before you get more, I was just irritated that you, of all people, that you could misunderstand
I'm
me.
sorry,
so
what do you mean
it
of
doesn't
all
matter.
people?
I thought it was clear what this was
No,
about.
it's not.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I have to speak with you professionally.
If it's something professional, why didn't you talk to me about this at school?
Because I wanted to protect you.
Protect?
Yes, protect.
From what?
Most of all, from yourself.
I don't need any protection.
Yeah?
Definitely
Are you
not
sure?
from you.
Good.
Not from anyone at all.
Even better.
In reality, your protection is just ownership and dominance.
Even better, if that's how you see it.
I do. What you are doing here is outrageous and intrusive.
If I were you, I wouldn't open my pie hole so wide.
What?
Yes. Sorry, but to be so morally outraged is just...
It doesn't have to anything to do with morality.
No, listen up.
No.
Now,
I'm not letting myself
listen to
be,
me. I got a call from Ellen's father this morning.
Uh-huh.
Yes, Mr. Babbitt, right?
Yes, Babek. But why?
You're going to listen to me now,
Okay.
Mr. Babbitt asked me about an incident that is supposed to have occurred in May during a class trip to Trier.
Uh-huh. What sort of incident?
I asked him that too.
And
He said I should talk to you.
I have no idea what he's talking about.
Really?
Maybe you can ask Christian. He was there too.
Mr. Babbitt said I should ask you.
Christian is the liaison teacher. He might notice things that
What kind of things?
that don't make it to me. If something happens and I really have no
Some
idea.
children aren't doing well?
Yes, for example.
You're saying you wouldn't notice that on a class trip?
What?
If someone was sick, a girl?
Sick.
Yes, if she was sick, vomiting multiple times, you wouldn't notice something like that. Why not?
Okay, yes, if that's what you, yes, sure. Yes, a kid threw up, yes, and it's possible that it was Ellen.
Possible?
Yes. Right, yes, I believe it was Ellen.
Yes. It was Ellen.
Is that what this is about? Is that why her father,
And why?
excuse me?
Why did Ellen throw up?
I don't know. Ate something that didn't agree with her. A few kids didn't feel well. The food in the hostel.
But only Ellen threw up.
Well, yes, if that was her, yes, as far as I know.
Did you consider sending her home?
Yes, but she felt better next morning. Going home would have been difficult.
Not feeling well.
No, exactly. Well, I mean, one of us would have had to go with her.
Certainly.
So we decided against it. It also would have been a pity for her.
And for the class.
Exactly. Is there something that's going on with Ellen? I mean, if her father is worried, I'm happy to go over it with him.
No.
On class tips, we don't immediately call the parents with every little.
No.
I mean, she was eating normally the next day and went on the trip to the gorge as well. I'm happy to tell him personally how we deal with something like
No.
this.
No. I don't think that he wants to speak with you.
Excuse me?
The father.
But-
he doesn't want to speak with you. He made that very clear.
But things like this always happen. You mean you know that too. I didn't. She wasn't in danger at any time.
Who's in danger?
My
My name is Clara. I live here.
Clara.
Clara is my
The
girlfriend.
famous, yes. Oh, Balderkamp, Wolfram.
Pleased to meet you. Astrid has told me a lot about you.
About me? Why?
Well, Mr. Balderkamp, you are her, you are the principal, right?
Wolfram. Can we please use first name? My name is Wolfram.
Oh, but,
Well, I'm just going to use your first name, okay?
yes, Mr. Balderkamp. If you,
No, at school we all use each other's first names.
but you are the principal, Mr. Balderkamp, yes?
Yes, of course. But nowadays it creates an entirely different.
A better working environment?
Yes, it's much better. Or, Astrid, what do you think? I don't believe in steep hierarchies.
Yes, at the end of the day, we're all in the same boat. The students with their parents, and that's one side, and then there's us.
And you were here the whole time. Were you hiding?
No, I was on the phone.
Ah, yes, of course. And what did she say?
Who? On the phone?
No, I mean Astrid. What did she say about me?
Astrid.
Yes, because you said that she's told you a lot about me.
Oh, yeah. Nothing special.
But a lot.
Well, when you have conferences and she comes home late, yes, and I've always asked myself as the principal, do you teach too?
Yeah, sure, right.
But let me guess. Math? chemistry, physics, something like that.
Where do you get that?
And gym.
Jim? But is that what I look like?
Well, you know, you seem kind of in shape.
For my age, go ahead and say it.
Yeah, in shape, yeah. And you are, if I may say so,
Yes?
you give a very rational, mathematical impression at the first.
Oh, really? You can see that so quickly.
Yeah, sure. No, I mean, what do you think, Astrid?
Well, sure, but of course, I mean, I know.
Aha. No. Well, not at all, in fact.
Wrong.
Yes, so to speak. Wrong. Yes. No, I teach music and history and German, too, in the lower grades.
Music. That's wonderful.
But I don't teach so much anymore, you can certainly imagine.
Yes, as principal.
But I do direct the choir, of course.
Oh, and do you also play yourself?
What?
An instrument.
Piano. Piano and organ.
Crazy.
Yes, crazy. But tell me.
No, not at all myself. I always wanted to, but my parents
Yes, you should start as young as possible.
and my parents had other things to worry about.
Tell me.
Clarinet. I always wanted to play clarinet.
I didn't know that.
Well, sure, maybe because my name is Clara. Clarinet.
Okay, that's childish.
Not at all.
I like the sound. It's like a human voice. Don't you think?
You can still start playing the clarinet now. You're so young.
No, I'm completely unmusical. I can't hit a single
If
note.
you really want to, you can find ways. I once met a taxi driver. He had his soprano sax on the passenger seat so that he could always practice instead of standing around with the other drivers at the taxi stand and smoking. He always sat in his car and played the saxophone, and in every traffic jam, he was a real jazz man. And he said it was very practical because at home he always bothered his neighbors.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe I should think about it. What do you think, Astrid?
Driving a taxi?
No, clarinet.
No, of course, yes, I know that.
Or would that get on your nerves?
Well, at the moment, yeah.
What?
No, sure. Yeah, no. That's what you want.
What I wanted to ask, what do you do?
For a living?
Yes. Or are you still studying?
No, I teach too.
Oh, really?
Well, I give classes. Actually, I'm a carpenter.
Carpenter.
Yes, with wood.
That must be exciting
Exciting.
or lovely somehow. The wood, the smell.
That's what everyone says about the smell. I don't smell anything anymore.
But is that really?
You know, there are quite a few women that are carpenters.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, I just thought.
It's a romantic idea.
I don't know you, of course.
It's mainly about the trade and machines.
But my first impression I had somehow, I read you differently.
Oh, how differently?
I don't know, the way you speak somehow more academic.
Because tradespeople talk like idiots.
No, of course not. Just,
I went to college.
oh,
Yes, art history, a couple semesters, but what can you do with that?
and now you're teaching carpentry?
I give classes. There are a lot of people that are interested in wood.
Wood.
Yes, as a hobby.
What exactly interests them about it?
Do you really want to?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, for example, how do you glue end grain? What is softwood? What is hardwood?
Hardwood. Is that supposed to be a joke?
How to work with the router? How to make a stable connection? Overlap joints? Real tongue and groove? Fake tongue and groove? Lap joint and finger joint? How to use a hand plane? Things like that.
Lap joint and finger joint.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
And people want to know all about that.
Yeah, they spend a lot of time at home. They look at their ugly furniture and get depressed.
And this here?
Does it depress me?
No, if you built it.
No, I would never. No, something like that. Not for home.
Why?
We try to separate our work and our private lives.
Oh, tell me.
Yeah,
You keep them separate.
yeah. It's a form of, I don't know, hygiene.
Hygiene.
Yep, that's what Astrid called it. No.
Well, yeah, what I meant.
Interesting. And what exactly? Which side is unhygienic?
Unhygienic? No, not because something there is.
Something there must. That is, one side makes the other side dirty. That's what that means. Hygiene. That everything just stays clean.
No, it just means cleanly separated.
Aha. And then you came together in a class like that,
Sorry, what kind of class?
a woodworking class, lap joint and finger joint.
Yes, that was.
It's not, it was more of a class.
Well, that's more something for advanced students.
Yeah,
Finger
yeah.
joint.
No, I'm not.
She's a beginner.
Yeah, exactly.
Aha. With you, it was more about what?
How to saw straight, for example.
Saw. But is it so difficult that? I mean, I would think even without a class.
Really straight, I mean.
Well, now how do you do that? Tell us, Astrid.
Well, that depends.
Really? On what?
There are differences. Japanese saw, European, bandsaw, circular saw, jig
Okay,
saw.
I understand. And how?
And if it really interests you, you can also take a class.
No, I'm just curious because did she seem especially gifted?
Astrid?
Yes, with the saw. Or how did you end up noticing her?
Oh, okay. No, it didn't have anything to do with the
but
saw.
no, what does one thing led to another?
Yeah, you learn something and are interested in it, and then at some point you're also interested in the person who teaches you something.
Yes, that's true. It's funny how that is.
Well, but
Then now I know what you do in your free time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
No.
I don't think that's bad. A little wood. It's nice, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but not for a long time.
Oh, has it stopped?
Yeah. You know, when you live together,
Then you have the teacher at home.
excuse me?
You weren't spontaneous anymore, I imagine.
um,
Am I right? You're standing at your workbench, you want to saw something.
Well,
If I had lived together with my piano teacher, I would have dropped out too.
but that's not the reason
What?
that I stopped pursuing art history.
No, but I'm not talking about you, am I?
Ah,
Of course not. I mean, Astrid stopped doing her handicrafts with the wood,
yeah, of course.
right? Because if your teacher is looking over your shoulder,
Sure, of course. Then you lose your sense of spontaneity.
exactly, that's what I'm saying, even though she was really vivacious.
Astrid.
Oh, my piano teacher. Hot. Never in pants. There are those women, right? They only exist in dresses or skirts, always short, no matter the weather, soft legs, this kind of a Chanel No. 5 woman. A little old-fashioned, but sensual. Always a little too close on the piano bench, always warm from the side. And then you're in puberty and the brain goes haywire and the fingers and the keys too.
Uh-huh.
You would have liked her too.
Me.
I mean, I can say that in your case, no?
In my case, why?
Well, I don't usually talk this way with women, but with the two of you,
yeah.
I don't have to mince my words, do I? You do understand what I'm talking about.
No, honestly, I do not have a clue.
I don't know. Maybe I wouldn't find her so great today, but back then I had fantasies. Thekla Botlander. I would have let myself be slaughtered for her.
Uh-huh.
Without her, without Mrs. Botlander, I probably never would have become a music teacher. Astonishing, isn't it?
Well, but somehow also logical. No?
Yes. How a teacher can shape you.
Certainly.
The groundwork that is laid. And ultimately, let's be honest, it's always about the teacher's personality, the eroticism of teaching.
For me, that's mostly an eroticism that refers to the subject.
The subject.
In my case, the wood.
Oh,
Yes, the excitement for the material, the immersion into a material and its laws.
yeah, I thought that you didn't see it so romantic.
With you, maybe it's the love of music.
Yeah, certainly.
Do you love music?
Of course. Of course I love music.
I always ask myself that.
If I love music.
No, I mean, as a music teacher or whatever subject, if you still love what you teach.
How is that for you, Astrid?
If you constantly see it ruined and you're messed up again every day.
By the students, you mean?
Yes, if they sing the round "Hey Ho, Nobody Home" for the 100th time.
That's not so difficult.
Don't you end up hating all of it at some point?
No.
And then the music becomes an instrument of torture?
For the teacher or for the students?
If it's muttered?
Muttered.
There's always a kid in the chorus that mutters.
Yeah?
Some girl that mutters everything, no matter the melody, on one wrong note, and then you start searching for the wrong singer somewhere deep in the sopranos, make all the children squawk individually until you have found the rotten egg, and then you expose her to the mockery of the entire class. And all of them are happy that they're not the one standing in the front with a strangled voice, and all of them pour out their relief as men mean laughter over the poor bastard up there like it's a bucket of shit.
They were painting it on a little thick, no?
No, not at all.
No one does that anymore.
They do. Drills and dressages.
I don't know.
That's my experience.
I'm sorry.
Really?
Well, if that's caused her experience with music.
Right, but that doesn't have anything to do with you.
Me? Well, a wrong note doesn't bother me so much.
No?
No. What bothers me is the indifference. If someone is playing with their hair and chewing gum, looking out the window or at their phone, then I get upset because it's ultimately about art and you can't approach it with a cold heart.
But it is cold-hearted with children.
Beethoven
when
said, to
children-
play a wrong note is insignificant, to play without passion is inexcusable.
But if you scream and traumatize children because of
Yeah, I
that.
think it's all right for them to notice that some people care about certain things. They don't have to be immediately traumatized, that it's about something bigger, that the teacher is fighting for something, fiercely if necessary, in the heat of battle.
I just don't understand the heat.
In your case, if someone makes a bad cut and ruins a beautiful piece of wood,
Yeah, so?
doesn't that upset you?
No, it's just wood. It doesn't have anything to do with me.
And if, for example, it's something very special, I don't know, if it's, let's say, ebony wood.
No, the problem is more, if someone in my class makes a bad cut, then their finger is gone or the hand, so.
Okay, okay. But
Besides,
that
ebony
means-
is on the red list. No beginner gets their hands on it.
Yeah, okay, but but if you take your students seriously.
I don't have to punish anyone for the fact that I don't have a career.
What do you mean career? What are you talking about now?
The revenge on the students because they remind you with every wrong note that you aren't Beethoven, but instead a mediocre school teacher.
Okay, what are we talking about now?
No, because I think that some take their frustration out on the students.
I can tell you, I always wanted to be organ. The organ is my instrument. You know any famous organists?
No.
You know only pianists. Horowitz, Argerich, Glenn Gould, but organists? No one knows them. There are no stars. But I, guess you might think it's strange, I am an organist. I play every Sunday for the Church of the Resurrection. I am a professional organist in hiding. Like all church musicians, I don't even get applause. But I have achieved what you can achieve as an organist. I'm listened to. I give a concert every week, and that's more than most musicians ever. I have no bitterness. I also play Bach.
Okay, that's great.
Does anybody want more wine?
Just because I thought you're actually a teacher.
What?
I think that a glass of wine.
I'll take another.
Okay, Wolfram, right, white, red?
Red for me.
I know at the moment. I think where's the bathroom?
The bathroom.
It's down the hall to the right, second door on the left.
Thanks.
Well, he's into you.
Nonsense.
He does, clearly.
What are you doing here?
I just wanted to see
Do
what
you
you were.
want to destroy me?
Why?
Why are you doing this?
I'm not doing anything. I'm like I always am.
Oh.
Well, like you,
Normally,
like me.
yes, but
normally,
this is not normal here.
I've already noticed that. I just want to know what.
Okay, he's here because apparently something is being said against me.
What being said against?
Some bullshit. Something having to do with a student.
A student?
A father complained.
Which student?
Don't know her. Ellen, 10th grade.
Ellen?
Yeah, I never mentioned her. She's unremarkable, classic, outsider who I don't know is screaming for attention and despair.
What did she do?
It doesn't matter. Some lies, but clearly he believes that he has something over me.
The father.
No, Wolfram.
Wolfram?
Yes, I think he wants to pressure me.
But why?
I don't know. I criticized him in a staff meeting. Yeah, and even as it was happening, I thought that this is a wrong move.
Why? What did you?
I said something about alcohol, that it's frequently an issue for musicians.
And he thought.
Yes, no, it's stupid, but he's sensitive.
And this student.
Ellen,
Yeah. What did she say?
I have no idea.
But you suspect something.
No, nothing. I mean, what should I expect? They're fairy tales.
Of course, but you have to.
No. Why? I mean, it's probably the usual. If you want to get a teacher in trouble,
What's usual?
I can only guess. Something that is not allowed. That I somehow lost control.
And did you lose control?
No. I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know what she's come up with. It happens every now and then that a teacher grabs a student or screams at them or pushes them or hits them, and afterwards it's completely unclear whether it actually happened or if it's just the student's fantasy.
But, yes, in your case,
What?
is there something unclear?
No. Absolutely not.
So you didn't?
No. For God's sake.
Didn't hit her?
No, of course not.
But why is she saying that you did?
She's not, probably. I don't know.
But she said something otherwise her father wouldn't have.
Yes, apparently.
Why?
Clara, if I knew that, this would be much easier.
Why would a child do something like that?
I don't know. Revenge.
Okay, but for what? Did something happen?
No, bad grades.
Okay, sure, but everyone has bad
Maybe
grades.
she's scared of failing her exams because she'll get in trouble with her father. Maybe it's easier to blame me, blame someone. What
But
do
you
I
don't
know?
just make something up because of that.
Maybe I said something wrong.
Like what?
Clara, I don't know, something that offended her honor or religious feelings. I mean, I don't
Religious
know. I don't
feelings?
know, and I don't have to know. I think
Is she religious?
no, probably not. I'm guessing around.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what she has against me. Okay.
Yes. Good.
Yes. You have to believe me.
Yes. Of course.
With the way you're looking.
I'm looking.
He didn't tell me. I really.
No, it's okay.
What?
I believe you.
Okay.
I really do. You don't have to be afraid.
I do. Of course. Of course I have to
No,
be
what
afraid.
I mean,
You have no idea.
I want to,
Look, you don't have to act like your enormous experience gives. I have been doing this job for 20
Okay.
years, and these are exactly the kind of stories that finish you.
but you know what happened and what didn't happen.
Yeah, but it's word against word.
Sure.
What
but,
really happened is just what everyone agrees on. He has me in his hands.
But he can't prove.
He doesn't have to. Why is that so hard to understand?
It's not.
He's just throwing muck around and seeing what sticks.
Well, he's just making his own fingers dirty.
So what? Because nobody cares about that. These clever little sayings, this fortune cookie wisdom from women's magazines and horoscopes, nothing works like that in the real world. I'm sorry.
Good. For all I care, then he fires you. So what?
No.
What?
No, he's not going to fire me.
Then it's fine.
He could have done that a long time ago if he wanted to.
Why?
No,
For what?
No, this is.
I don't
this
understand.
Is worse. He wants to destroy me.
Okay.
What?
He's an asshole, Clara. He's an asshole.
Look, I think it would be good.
What?
I think it could be easier to speak with him if I am alone with him.
But then he also speaks with you more easily.
Yes, so
if I stay here, then he has to pull himself
He won't
together.
pull himself together. He will use the fact that you are here.
I won't let myself be
He won't
used.
ask you.
Where is he anyway? Is he going through our apartment?
He will say things to make me look bad to you.
I won't believe
He
a word
will
he says.
Indict me against you.
How's he supposed to do that?
You don't know him.
Yes. I know him well.
Please.
And I know you too, and myself. What can happen?
That you, I don't know.
I trust you.
Then, thanks. Then do what I'm telling you to do and stay out of it.
But
Just do it, please.
The lights there in the hallway,
Yeah?
sorry, I know them. These lights
Really?
in the hallway.
Oh, yes, right, yes. Yes, they're from the renovation. When they redid the stairwells, I got them.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they were supposed to be thrown away, so I spoke with the contractor.
The one with the glass.
yeah, and he said they were going to be thrown away.
And
so.
what did they cost, if I could ask?
Cost?
Or did you get them
I
for free?
don't remember so well anymore.
It doesn't matter. I was just curious.
No, I think I paid him something, but it was more symbolic.
Him. Okay.
I don't remember anymore.
I liked them.
Yeah, me too.
Not as angular as the new models.
Yeah, and the glass shades make a nicer light.
Yeah. But glass. No, that, of course, is a no-go. Some kid could throw a stone at them.
Yeah.
Did that
Yes.
ever happen in all the years, something like that?
As far as I know.
I don't know what they think, these people from the building authority, that there's a constant war and street fighting in the hallways.
Yes, apparently.
As if they all were apes gone mad.
Well,
The
I mean,
students.
sometimes.
Yes. No, but lovely that the lights can still be used here.
Yeah. No, I thought it was just such a shame.
Yeah, lovely. No, really, because it's also possible that you wouldn't want to have the same decor at home as at work.
Yeah. I mean, they look totally different here.
That
so-
you would want to separate that work and private life.
Oh yeah, sure. But I mean, we do that too. We separate it decisively.
At any rate, work doesn't seem to be that bad.
No, of course not.
And I think it's great, personally, that you feel comfortable with us at the school so much that you end up taking 2-3 lights with you.
I didn't just unscrew them and take them or something like that.
I'm just joking.
Sure, that's clear.
But you correct papers at home. don't you?
No, mostly at school.
I always used to have to take a laundry basket, all the test booklets.
Yeah, well, it takes a little discipline, but
Which I don't have. But all of that isn't as bad as what you have to schlep home in your head. Is it like that for you too?
well, no, I don't have a management position.
Of course, but all the same, sometimes it stays with you. What someone said, what you felt, the student.
I can separate that.
Great, I can't.
Well, that's normal, isn't it?
No, I'm jealous of you.
Well,
One can see it in you. When you dance down the stairs to the bike stands and you jump on your bike,
I'm sorry, excuse me?
how all of a sudden it just drops away from you. I've observed that often.
What?
I stand up in the teacher's room at the window, drink my coffee, look down dreamily, and then I see this transformation in you. You become a completely different person, 10 tons lighter or something like that, as if you had escaped again.
Seriously? No.
Yeah, you almost float. That's why I was so surprised that you have lights from the school here.
Do you stand up there and...
No, of course not. Such nonsense. All this blah, blah about the separation of private life and profession, work life bullshit. I'm not stupid.
What? Didn't you just say...
The lights in the hallway, the framed class photos, the gifts from the students in the bathroom. I allowed myself, that is, it can't be helped no matter where you look.
Well,
This
but-
apartment here oozes school. It is completely soaked through in school.
Okay,
And you're telling
calm
me
down.
something about the towel, bath towel, this enormous painted thing in
Okay,
your bathroom.
What about it?
The names of the entire AP English class are on it.
You took the time to read it thoroughly.
They all signed it.
So what? I've taught them for years.
Wait, and now you wipe their names across your naked body, separation of professional and private, or what? My ass.
God.
That they would even come up with an idea like that. The teacher naked in the bathroom with their gift between her legs.
Okay, this is your idea now.
What else
Don't
then?
lose your mind. This is a harmless gift. And
Harmless.
it is absolutely none of your business.
True.
What I do in my apartment.
It's actually none of my business. Normally not, when everything goes
You know,
normally.
I would kick you out
when-
right now if I didn't know you and your constant provocations.
If I wasn't your boss.
Yes, exactly. If you weren't somehow my
If
boss.
I wasn't your boss, somehow, I wouldn't even be here. Then I'd be at home at my harpsichord and I'd be playing Scarlatti.
I'm gonna go to the balcony and get another bottle of wine.
Balcony,
Okay.
exactly. Perfect weather. Wine. You too?
Me?
Another glass?
It doesn't matter. I'm gonna bring the bottle back anyway.
No thanks.
Where are your things?
What?
Anything of yours here in this apartment?
Yeah, sure. The owl there.
What is that, a stuffed animal?
Yes.
Okay. But no books or pictures or,
Astrid already had everything.
and you just moved in with her,
It was the most practical thing.
with your stuffed animal.
She already had the big apartment, and I don't need much, and I just wanted to get out of my house.
Of course. I understand.
I'm gonna leave in a minute.
No.
Yeah. I have to.
I know you.
What?
I know you, Clara.
From where?
What school did you go to? Clara Cobia. That's your name, right?
Yeah, sure. But
Seems so familiar to me.
yeah, but my name's also on the doorbell downstairs.
Is it? Really? No, it's the face. You were with us at the Friedrich Gottlob Wetzel School. I never forget a face.
Faces also change over time.
Certainly, time, but your face. You're still young.
Well, I don't know you.
Oh, really not?
No, I went to the Julius Tallerstein School.
What?
And if you say you know me, then I must know you too.
You do.
I don't even know your name. Wolfram, yes, but your last name?
Funny. Not bad at all. You have to be able to do that if you're trying to pull off something like this.
Able to do what? I'm not pulling anything off.
I know you. You were in my choir briefly.
Maybe because I pick Astrid up from school sometimes. Maybe that's why you're confusing me.
No, you don't do that.
Yes, I do sometimes.
No, you're not stupid.
Pretty frequently, in fact.
You keep that nice and hygienically separated, the professional from the personal.
No, Wolfram, you're
Just
mistaken.
stop it now. You don't really believe that. I'm buying this bullshit.
I don't care. I don't know you.
You do, Clara Cobia. You were in her class.
I'm going to leave now.
And at some point, you got closer to each other, or her to you. How did it happen?
How is that your business?
On a field trip? At her legendary game nights, the school fair? Or did she quote you during her office hours? You can tell me.
No. Why should I tell you anything?
Because you need help.
Definitely not from you.
Brought you a glass too, Clara. It's not perfectly cooled now, but if it's too cold, then the wine can't give off its entire bouquet. Isn't that true, Wolfram? Its bouquet, the light white, should be at about 8 to 10 degrees, but most refrigerators shock the wine down to 4 or 6 degrees, and then it falls to the wayside. Connoisseurs even drink a fuller white wine at 12 to 14 degrees, and this is a Riesling, so
It'll be
I just
fine.
thought. Sorry, what?
The stupid temperature, that's not so important, is it, Clara?
I don't want any anyway.
Didn't want any wine anyway,
Yeah.
right?
Whatever you want. I just.
Didn't you understand, Astrid?
What?
She said it clearly and distinctly. I mean, I definitely heard it, didn't you?
Yes, sure.
But you weren't
Probably.
particularly interested in that.
I didn't think it was set in stone yet.
Now, when she says no, it means yes. You just toss in a shot of something strong, then everything works. You can take it in stride at that age.
All right, what is going on, Wolf?
I'm going to get going now.
Oh.
Anyway, yep. I'm going to go to Yelka's.
But not because I said that, right? We were just discussing an interesting topic.
The two of you.
Yeah, what we were just talking. Clara?
I don't know. I'm leaving now.
Sorry, I didn't want to.
No, it's just I made plans.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, I am a little unpleasant sometimes. No?
I'm helping a friend build her loft
stay a
bed,
little
but yeah, no,
while.
it's only half built.
Just
And,
10 minutes.
I don't want her to have to wait.
She's a good friend.
Yes, and I promised that today.
Her age?
Yeah, about
That's important too.
what is important?
Not to lose your connection to your own generation, I imagine.
What do you imagine?
What that means for a young person.
What?
Nothing, I'm just interested.
Okay, can we just let her leave if that's what she wants to do?
I am. Go ahead, leave. I think it's the right thing.
What is? What is that supposed to mean? How is this any of your business?
It isn't. It's just
You
fascinating.
really don't need to find anything fascinating
But
here.
I do, because you take it so much for granted.
What?
The fact of the matter is that it's generally far more accepted among you.
Among us.
What? What are you talking
An
about?
age difference like the one between you and Astrid. Well, it's pretty considerable.
not-
Or do you hear stuff sometimes too along the lines of, she could be your mother?
She could not because, frankly, already I have a mother.
But somehow it's considered to be less disgusting between two women, isn't it? That is how it is.
What is disgusting now?
Well, let's take an older man, a boss, who's sleeping with his younger secretary.
That's not the same
Whatever.
thing.
It's just, but it always has this nasty air of prostitution. The old guy just wants sex, the secretary just wants money.
What are you getting at, boss and secretary?
Just an example, because couples like that. everyone just can't stop gossiping about them.
Naturally.
Yeah, maybe it is natural, but maybe it's just poorly hidden envy.
No, of envy of what then? Because she's uneducated and has nothing to offer but her young body? And he's a dirty old man, washed up and ugly, and has nothing except power and money?
That means he's being accused of only wanting sex, and she's being accused of not wanting any? That sounds like hypocrisy to me.
He's turning her into an object.
She pretends to have some kind of feelings for him.
So what, he gets what he wants?
He does too.
But at what price?
Besides, maybe he is nice to her. And she doesn't have to worry that he's going to run off with a younger model. And maybe he's happy that they don't have to fight about whether he is going to have a career or her, because it's clear that he already had his when she was still a child. This entire minefield of accusations who at whose expense? None of it is a topic of discussion.
Why? It's not over. She works for him, and that's double, 3 times, 4 5 times more humiliating. She is socially weaker, less educated and paid, and works as a young person for an older, and then as a woman for a man,
Yeah,
too.
that is the logic of unhappy people.
What?
That other people are to blame for their unhappiness and not themselves.
But it's clear to everyone.
Didn't you ever have the thought? You have already thought so many things.
What?
Imagine the shock from one day to the next. All opportunities were suddenly equal for women like they are for men. No disadvantages anymore, no male circles, no old-fashioned role models in the head anymore. This shock.
Why? What kind of shock? For the men?
The abrupt knowledge for billions of women that the alibi for their own failure has suddenly gone down the drain.
That's not a failure.
All of them who said that it was men who ruined their careers and lives.
That is how
and,
it is.
And now they suddenly have to learn that not all of them can become the boss, not all of them can be rich, not even successful, but instead their lives remain as poor, miserable, unfulfilled, and controlled by others as before.
But at least they would have the chance.
No! Exactly as little as the billions of men who are being systematically repressed today.
And who repress their wives at home.
Yeah, sure. It's a shitty system. But if no one has any rights, equality of rights is a scam.
Equality, no matter in what system.
Evolution. Yes, political and economic. That makes sense to me. I'm the first one. But as long as there is a boss, male or female, I don't believe at all that it makes anyone happy. This imbalance in power, this sick deal between poor and rich and top and bottom with sex as a slippery lubricant, it's nothing other than systematic prostitution. And anyone who says anything different is lying to themselves, just like you.
Us.
Yes, of course, like
But
you.
You just said.
You live in total conformity to patriarchy. She's the dirty old man and you're the secretary.
I'm no secretary.
Oh, you're her student. And that you've kept it going until today doesn't make it a bit better. Instead, it makes it even worse.
I was her student. I have the class.
Stop it.
What?
Oh, stop this undignified clowning around. She was your student. Clara Cobia. I'm not blind.
I don't know what.
Yes, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You handled it as discreetly as possible back then.
What?
And it was probably also helpful that Clara's parents didn't give a shit about their daughter.
That's not true.
I don't know your parents. I meet most parents at some point, but yours, good. Maybe they had too much to do, too little money, too hard a life, hard reality. What kind of name is that? Kobia. Polish? Hungarian? When did you come to Germany?
I'm not going to allow you
Very
to.
decent of you, protecting them. Your hardworking, selfish, shitty parents that definitely helped a lot. Their, let's call it, discretion back then.
What do you want?
Listen.
No. Good. Yes, I am living with a former student. So what? Former. A lot of couples meet in the workplace.
Seriously?
Yes.
But it wasn't her workplace. Yours? Yes, she was just going to school.
Yes,
to
but
learn
also
something.
to live and grow up and have experiences.
And you have helped her with that, huh? To grow up, the experience. Was that you then? Of all people that you're saying that was your job?
We're human beings, not machines.
No one is asking you to be. No one wants to turn you into a machine, a remote-controlled whatever. No, to the contrary, you could have been less driven by instinct and could have acted more like a human being who understands what the difference is, their duty of care. Yes, you had a duty of care. I can't believe I have to explain this to you.
You don't have to. She didn't violate her duty of care For as long as I was at school.
I don't know.
Okay, and this was years ago, and we are still, you can see
I'm
that
going to tell you what I see.
we are a couple. We are adults. Why should
I'm not interested
we-
in all of it.
Even better, since this is none of your business.
I'm interested in what happened back then and why a student of 16, 17, how
Okay,
old?
I'm sorry. Do you find that so wrong? Because you had a crush on your piano teacher.
But I didn't
too.
move in with her, Astrid. Do you get it?
Well, then you did everything right. Congratulations.
No, I did not. I stuck my neck out for you for years.
Well, no one is going to cut it off.
Oh, they will. Exactly that. Don't you get it, how it looks for me?
If that is your only problem,
I protected
then
you with my person, my position, my name.
Your name?
Yes. You don't need to be so condescending.
Why? What did you protect her from?
Well, don't you know anything about it?
No. What?
That she was under observation.
By whom?
By him.
By him, by me. Yes, too. Yes, faculty, parents, everyone.
But why? Why her?
Because it attracts attention. When someone doesn't have a partner, no family, over years, especially at a school,
Especially as a woman.
what do I know? And if someone like that organizes recreational activities, game nights, tutoring outside of school hours, if you feel there isn't a personal life, something is being compensated for. The school becomes an emotional replacement. The boundaries become fainter and fainter. Something like that attracts attention. And then you look closer at school parties, if people dance, if people squeeze together to sit on a bench.
Exactly. And if someone like that, then, yeah, you're under a blanket of suspicion.
No, not like you mean.
Yes, yes. Everything that you were describing, when people first know that you're a lesbian, they are no longer able, like you, then they don't see anything else.
I can certainly distinguish.
You yourself don't have a partner,
No,
a family?
no wife,
Right,
regardless. when it
exactly.
comes
And
to
no one
my
ever thought that you
person.
were gay. So that's exactly what I mean. You always made sure of that.
Yeah, no, the gray zones.
What
that
has
you-
actually happened?
Nothing.
Because I always took her out of the line of fire.
When? I didn't notice anything.
When there was talk. Then she taught a different class the next year, or if necessary, was put on hiatus the same year, like in your class.
That was for health because she had to go to physical therapy for her back.
Oh, really? Were things really so bad for your
You're
back?
taking me out of the line of fire, but you never shot back.
Fortunately, otherwise I'd be sitting even deeper in the
You
shit.
did go to physical therapy, didn't you? Or where were you?
This is what I meant before. What? He's going to say things that he's inciting you that I don't want. I thought that.
That doesn't matter to me at all. If I go home in a moment, you can spend the rest of the night bent over your dark past and shed some light on the places where things are especially murky. I am only interested in one detail.
I am awfully tired all of a sudden.
When did you? When did things start with her? How old?
Why should I tell you that? Of all people.
Because I am trying to save your ass.
Why? Why are you thinking about my ass so much?
I can also drop it.
It didn't come from her.
What?
I started it. So,
When? What grade?
when she was our teacher?
I was the 11th grade. You were how old? 17, 18?
16.
Seriously. Astrid, 16. 16.
Act like that. You know exactly.
Nothing at all.
Exactly, you don't know how it was.
I don't want to know either.
I didn't feel like I was 16.
Of course, no one feels like they are 16, least of all when they are 16.
I never felt like the others. When I was 7, I beat up my brother because he had a football jersey and I didn't.
Ah.
Football, exactly. And my parents locked me in the bathroom so that I could think about what I had done wrong.
Okay.
I needed a lot of time. And my parents, well, after that as well, but I didn't get a lot of time until my brother had his first girlfriend. And suddenly this girl in a knit top was eating at her table. That was my first love.
Don't have to tell him everything.
But I wasn't hers. Logical. I was 12 then. You age faster if you have thoughts like that. When I met Astrid, it seemed to me that I had more behind me already than others had in their whole lives.
You didn't meet her. She was the teacher of
I
your
did.
class.
I met her, or she me, before, in the summer, before she came to our class, before the big vacation. I was sitting on the jungle gym, on the playground in front of the ice cream place. Then the big kids arrived, 12th graders. They wanted to celebrate the start of school vacation with ice cream on the terrace. And I was already there and had mine balanced on top. And I was looking down from above the mess. Everyone very loud and full of hormones. The boys busy with cigarettes, the girls pulling at their necklines, everyone screaming with red, pimply faces. And between them, someone who didn't really belong. A big, beautiful girl. Not as loud as the others in the middle of it, but elsewhere with her thoughts, not bothered by the noise around her, just a little bored. She's like me, I thought. She has already moved on inside. I tried to catch her gaze when it swept like a spotlight across the terrace and the playground, but the gaze was turned to something in the distance or to something deep inside, and it didn't see me. Then she got up before the others and walked away leisurely like an arrogant cat that turns away when it sees you. I asked myself whether she was going to go to the beach with her parents now or whether they would leave her alone because she was already so big. I had to think about her the entire summer vacation, about her slow, heavy gaze, about the loneliness in her soft movements, how she sat there so alone between all the others. I wanted to go to her, take her hand, say to her that she isn't alone, that I know what is going on with her. I wanted to put my hand on her face, protect her, and take her away from the noise. And I wanted her to show me how to do it, how to be like her, so beautiful and unreachable in the middle of all the turmoil. At night, in bed, my hands wanted much more. And I imagined everything that I could imagine back then, her entire body, every inch, and acted as though my body was hers. During the day, too, my parents had dragged me along to Elba. She pursued me there on the beach. I saw her in every bathing suit and every bikini. She was every girl, and the fantasies, again at night, what I would do with her in the changing room, in the sea, under the water, in the sand, behind the kiosk where you bought ice cream, between the trees, behind the campsite. I was possessed, pursued, and hunted by her in my overheated brain. And then the vacation was over, the first day of school, 11th grade now, and she walked into the classroom, the big, beautiful girl. The cat-like gaze glided over our heads, scarcely touching our faces, and she opened her mouth and said her name, and I'll be your teacher from now on. And like she pursued me in my dreams in the summer, now I pursued her with everything I had. I didn't want to give her a single quiet moment. I never let her out of my sight. I locked her up in my gaze, forced her to turn her cat-like arrogance to me. I didn't smile. I only stared at her. I didn't care what the others said. They didn't say much. Anyway, they called me the nut job. The first year, I slapped Torsten, the bread box, in the face and split his upper lip, and after that, no one dared do anything to me. I look at her, always, never getting bored with what I see. She is the big, beautiful girl, and I know that she sees me. Even if her gaze guides away from me, but it glides differently. Now it glides over me like a tongue that licks me, I thought, but she didn't do anything, didn't reciprocate. I took off my bra in the school bathroom before her class, and I pulled my t-shirt down over my shoulder like I saw the girls do in my class when they acted like they were drunk at parties to make out. I painted my lips and quietly opened and shut them, and I tried out various games with my tongue that seemed interesting to me. Finally, I stood in the doorway when she was trying to leave the classroom so that she would have to move past me and it would get tight. I can smell and touch her, random body parts of her and I, but all of them wide awake. She lifted her gaze, penetrating deep into my brain, and quietly murmured, "Quit it." That was all. Quit it. And it was clear that she meant everything that I had tried up to that point. I should quit everything, and that dealt me a blow. But it wasn't just painful, because it also meant that I had not escaped her notice. And then came the class trip to Trier. The hostel was directly on the Mosel. That night, I drank half a bottle of vodka and sliced my arm open with a razor blade from the wrist up to the elbow. I knocked on her door, and I collapsed right there on the doorstep. You can still see the scar today here. Well, actually, maybe it's not so distinct in the light. There, here. I didn't cut deeply. And also more vaguely. I wasn't like going for veins or that there was really... But the way she looked at me before I fell over at her feet, that was the moment that I belonged to her. Now I was under her protection. She talked with me every day, asked. No one had ever done that before. What was going with me and who I was.
And in the night?
What night?
At the hostel when you...
My arm was bandaged the next morning, and I said, "You saved my life." But she didn't want to hear anything about it. She saved my life afterward, in the years after.
The night. What happened that night?
Nothing.
Exactly.
What?
That was in Trier.
Yes, Trier. Why?
Lovely.
Because it was like that. I started it, not her.
Yeah. Yes. It's possible. I'm not going to ask you about your parents now.
There isn't anything to say either or to keep secret. I left home.
Yes, you already mentioned that. At 16.
18. We saw each other, yes, but nothing happened as long...
Is hostel in Trier some kind of hunting grounds for you?
No, I don't
I'm
understand.
not talking to you. Astrid. Are you asleep? No. Is it a coincidence? Should it be a coincidence?
What?
Trier. That happened in Trier.
What happened in
Do you really want to
Trier?
go all into all of this in front of her?
We don't have any secrets from each other.
Oh, really? Really not? Astrid? Should I go on?
What is he talking about? Astrid, say something.
Astrid? Astrid, you have to do something now.
But I can't. I'm very tired right now. Don't you want to get going?
No, not yet.
I know it's not polite, but it's really awfully late.
Yes, it's very late.
You
Too
see,
late, actually.
Clara,
Yeah.
in this class,
Which one?
Ellen Babek's class, they're very energetic. There are some this year who are repeating the 10th grade, and that has caused a certain dynamic.
Yeah?
And I don't know if this is a good idea.
It's a very good idea. We're listening to you.
They're very aggressive with their puberty. The girls are taking the pill. They let the box stick out of their pencil case or even put it on the table so everyone can see it. And they talk, and a general pressure develops to prove yourself, and parties take place, and you notice in the morning the smell of the experiments with alcohol too, with rum or tequila, what do I know? Some go along with it and try to outdo each other, and others are ostracized and humiliated. I think it's quite extreme, actually, for the 10th grade, but you recognize the pattern. Taking a class like that on a class trip is a risk, but since their grades are okay despite all of it, you don't really have a choice.
What happened in Trier? Astrid.
There was a drinking party the second night. I was already in bed. Christian was standing in the courtyard with a teacher from another school smoking, and around midnight, two girls, Anisha and Tanya, knocked on my door and said that I should come with them quick because Ellen wasn't feeling well, and they went with me directly to the bathroom, and she was lying on the floor. It was immediately clear what was going on, and so we brought her back to my room, and I got a bucket from the hostel staff, and she threw up 2 or 3 times, and then everything was okay. I gave her water with electrolytes like you do, and she was shaky the next morning, but she wasn't sick
And
anymore.
the night
so
before the morning?
I kept an eye on her so that nothing could happen.
And?
And what?
Did something happen?
She slept
Where?
in bed.
Your bed?
Yeah, yes.
Ah, and you?
There was a sofa.
She told her father something else.
What did she say?
You know, Astrid, I have always trusted you because I think you're a great teacher and whatever. Also think that you were a very special person.
But
No, and because I saw how much your classes worship you, because, I don't know, quite frankly, the whole thing is disgusting to me.
well, then don't get involved. You don't have to.
Actually, I wanted to go out to dinner with you in the next few days.
With me.
Yes, it's funny, isn't it? I even thought about where, Mama's and Papa's, but it's too loud there. I thought, we'll also want to talk, right?
Right.
Or
yes. But
Typhoon, for example. It's quiet there, almost contemplative, but then not everyone in the restaurant should hear what I want to say to you.
what? What do you want to say to me?
That I'm going to quit. Yes, and in the future,
What do you mean? What do you mean you're going to quit? What?
that I'm going to quit being the principal of the Friedrich Gottlob Wetzel School and dedicate myself completely to music in the future.
But why?
And then I would have asked you if you wanted to apply to be my successor. I think that you would be I would have pledged my support to you.
But then let's have this conversation.
No,
Then.
it must be clear to you that that's no longer possible now.
Why not?
Because of what Ellen told her father. Because I can act like I don't know, like I don't know.
What do you know?
This night didn't go like you just.
Why? What did she say happened?
That you at this drinking party, that you were there.
Well, that's not true. I was at the beginning and they were drinking soda.
That she had barely anything to drink and that she still got dizzy all of a sudden.
Uh-huh.
To which your father said that you gave her something.
I gave her something. What am I supposed to have given her?
Knockout drops. I don't know.
Knockout drop. Where would I get?
I'm just
I don't
saying.
even know what those are.
Either. I'm just telling you what he told me.
The only thing that I gave her was electrolytes because
But then you brought her into your room and into
yes,
bed.
so she didn't have to spend the night in a bathroom.
Not a word about a sofa.
No, then have them show you the room. It's an uncomfortable sofa, ugly, mustard yellow upholstery. There are witnesses to all of it. Where I was when, Tanya and Anisha, for example, what I did.
Yes. Yes, up until the moment when you shut the door.
But what should I have done? Should I left her lying in the bathroom, let her puke from the bunk beds in the dormitory?
I really want to believe that you did the right thing.
I told Christian to end the party. Please talk with Christian.
I spoke
maybe.
with Christian a long time ago.
And
Pastor, don't misunderstand me. I don't have a chance. I have to pursue this. I have to report
the
this.
entire class can testify that I didn't have a drop of
Astrid,
nothing.
listen to me.
No, you have to understand that this upsets me.
Yes, but you are not the victim here.
I am not like that. This is the opposite of what I am.
No, Astrid, stop it now. Listen, we are talking about abuse here. Yes, ugly word. Sexual abuse. She says, so what she says is, when she woke up, she was naked.
Oh, shit. Her t-shirt was full of puke. Otherwise,
And you held her.
I held her head so that her hair wouldn't fall in the bucket.
Apparently you didn't only hold her head.
Why? Why would she say something like that?
I don't know. Listen, I came here tonight because so we could coordinate how we're going to deal with this matter together.
There is no matter.
Because I thought I had to take you out of the line of fire again.
And I'm, you know that I am very grateful, of course. What do you want?
Because I thought you would be vilified for whatever reason.
Yes. Why?
It doesn't matter. And I come into the apartment of a teacher who has been living here with her student for years, moved in at 16 as a child.
18.
What?
18. I was 18.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. A student with whom she had sexual relations, and it doesn't make it any difference.
I'm not a student.
Not of legal age with a minor, a ward, a child.
I was not a minor. Listen to me. I was
Haven't you
not.
noticed? Haven't you noticed that this is a pattern? Some girl that has problems, preferably from an immigrant family, and then Trier, the class trip, away from the parents, out of control, unfettered, young. What do I know? That this is a pattern with her.
Stop. Wolfram, leave her alone.
No, Astrid, no. This woman doesn't care about you. I don't know. She cares about your youth, about the fact that you were a child. You are not anymore. You grew out of it, out of her. You're older now, grown up, too old in her eyes for her, and she's looking for something else, something younger, her prey pattern, and she can't come up with anything better than to do the same thing she did with you. You'll be substituted, simply replaced. Don't you notice that, Trier?
I don't believe a word you say.
You don't have to believe me. It's a question of intelligence. It doesn't matter. It doesn't make a difference. I can't protect you anymore, Astrid. I've seen more here than I want to.
You can't protect me anymore? So what? I never asked you to. Do you think that I have enjoyed how you've pushed me around all these years?
Pushed you
out of
around?
your so-called lines of fire? Whoever said that anyone was firing
Yes,
at all?
enough. That's enough.
Always
now.
the one who had their weapon at the ready was you.
Yeah, no, I don't have to.
Never
not
missed an
by
opportunity
you.
to hold that over me. Everything that I should be thankful to you for, how deeply I was in debt to you up to here. Do you think that I didn't see what you were working towards all these years?
I wasn't working toward anything. I saw it as my duty to you as an employee.
No, I haven't forgotten. Right in my first year, when I was still a student teacher, you closed the door to your office and you talked about my possibilities.
That is the normal procedure.
Bullshit.
Performance assessment.
Offers that you made me. The invitations to speak in greater depth in the evening. I doubt that you behaved that way with Christian.
Of course.
No. I've counted, actually, the accidental touches every day, the one-sided search for intimacy. You're bending over my shoulder to tell me something in confidence that everyone could have heard.
No idea.
Your hands
No idea what you're
briefly
talking
on my
about.
upper arm for every instruction, and how
Ridiculous.
persistently you have ignored every hint that not only do I have no interest in men in general, but quite explicitly that I have none in you.
You are creating a convenient fantasy.
What did you say to me in that summer party of course you can't remember because you've already socked away half of the gift from the graduating class. Also, no coincidence that I get a towel and you get Irish whiskey, but sure, that mercifully deletes the memory of everything that you no longer want to have to know.
Astrid, that is very disappointing. Now, very disappointing how
When you put your arm on my shoulder and your hand was hanging over my breast and your fingertips were in motion.
What am I supposed?
And that you could still speak astonishingly soberly and said, what a shame it was that I am a lesbian and that I don't look like one at all, and that if I wasn't a lesbian, how lovely it could be between you and
never
me.
have been
and
interested
everyone
in you.
sitting around the
Women like
table
you have
laughed
never-
and had already had one too many, so that when I defended myself, they said it was a nice compliment, and I shouldn't. And who knows, maybe I should give it another thought. And you nodded and said, well, the door is always open. And everybody laughed again. But you were looking humorously between my mouth and my neckline.
So what? And even if that happened,
What
it doesn't change anything.
kind of compliment is that supposed to be to me? Not being seen. How is that supposed to flatter me? That one consistently, consciously overlooks what has shaped me and what I am. Should I be happy that you ignore me? That you regret that I am not someone completely different? Where is the compliment? I am asking myself.
In fact, I can only regret that you are not someone completely different. After all, this is not about you. You have to understand that this is about Ellen and what you did with her.
I didn't do anything.
Maybe you even believe that yourself, that you're the only one.
I am going to be sacrificed for a teenage drinking.
You are not the victim,
because of a precocious
Astrid.
girl had too much to drink and too much imagination.
Don't you get
And
it?
I'm going to lose my job
Oh,
because
this is
of
definitely no longer about your job. Is that what you were thinking? Astrid? If I report this to the authorities,
I'm going to go to bed now.
this can't just be dealt with internally now.
Very tired.
You'll go to court.
Exactly. you will take me to court. Well, you've got me under your control finally. How does it feel to get what you imagined? Your day of revenge.
I don't have anything under control here. What's happening now is purely bureaucratic, a legal protocol.
That you can set in motion now or not. It's all up to you.
Well, why do you think that I can deviate from the protocol?
I don't know. You tell me.
I.
You name a price that I'll pay.
You're out of your mind.
You have held the fire every time, the entire time, invested, collected, and saved so that you could get your chance someday. Lurked with your weapon at the ready and waited for this day, which now has come. I don't think for a second that you are going to let that opportunity get away.
I don't get anything from this. All of it is just as bad for me and my
Payday
school.
where you get a reward for everything that you have done for me all these years.
What kind of a reward is that supposed to be?
I have no idea. You tell me, what is it that you've imagined?
I haven't imagined anything.
So little imagination. The many exchanges of fire and how often you have saved my proverbial ass. That was all for nothing?
It appears it was. Unfortunately, for nothing after everything that I've seen today.
And what have you seen?
I've said it often enough.
My naked body?
What?
Pictured in your mind?
No, Astrid.
Naked in the middle of the room or on the table in your office? Or right here. Tonight, in the next room, in my bed.
I don't know what that's
Or maybe
supposed-
together with Clara, who you knew was here. Was that the thought? Because you wouldn't be the first to ask.
I'm not
This
asking.
porno cliche. I mean, we get this pretty often, no? Don't we, Clara? Tell me what you imagined.
No, these are your thoughts.
No, you came here. And now you're just too much of a coward to take this final step?
I'm not.
Why? Why are you here? Do you really think that you're just going to get lucky with me after what, 15 years? That it was going to happen tonight? That it was going to happen because you have control over me?
Completely.
That I would say, Wolfram, I don't want anything to do with men, but for you, I will make an exception. Tonight, in my apartment, where I live, with my girlfriend, today, I will make an exception for you, with you, in my bed, because otherwise you're going to report me and destroy me. Yeah? You thought that was probable?
No.
That I would take off my clothes and lie down and let you do whatever you wanted?
No, of course not. What
And
are you thinking?
You yourself, how did you imagine it? Do you think that you would have been able to do it? That you could make that happen with a woman who absolutely doesn't want it? Who would submit to you in disgust with clenched teeth and tears of rage in her eyes? You thought that you were capable of that. You see yourself as being so fucked up and sick.
No, none of that.
No.
Maybe
Not even I think you're that revolting. Not even now. Or did you think that once we were at it, I would develop a taste for it, like you always see in the movies?
No.
Or no.
That was,
it was just
no.
about it was about the power, about revenge. That I would take my clothes off for you, for example, and you could grope me and yourself and then wipe your hand off on me and head off home. And you would have proven to me and to yourself as well that you have no boundaries, that you are allowed and can do everything, and that nobody can stop you, even me.
I think that is very, very telling, very alarming.
What was the plan?
There isn't, of course, absolutely no.
Yes, but something has gone through your head.
No,
Something. If there was no plan, no specific idea,
No.
then maybe something more vague, a fata morgana in your overheated brain.
I don't know
What were you planning with me? Tell me.
Nothing at all. I wanted to know.
How far can you go?
No,
Very far, because you've actually gone very far, but far beyond me.
What? How do you mean that?
If you think that I owe you something, and otherwise you are going to go to school authorities tomorrow and tell them all about me,
We can discuss, Astrid.
over there in my desk, maybe you took a look at it. It's a secretary desk
I
that my
didn't
grandmother,
look
doesn't
at
matter.
anything.
But there are many drawers that can lock with a key, and they're
but-
full of notebooks to the brim. Each individual drawer, 3 of them. And in them, I wrote with dates and where exactly, the places,
What?
everything that you have tried.
What do you mean
Not from the
tried?
beginning, back when I still thought it would stop, but at some point in my first year, I started to take notes. And I wrote down which coworkers were there as witnesses when you weren't able to get me alone. There wasn't a week when something didn't happen, almost verbally, but also physically.
Bullshit.
In the beginning, it was somehow packaged as fatherly care and encouragement that nobody needs. sticky gunk, poorly disguised as uptight, constipated humor that nobody finds funny, not even you yourself, after a few months of fatherly. It slid unchecked into incestuous, sexually contaminated, and your gaze shifted, the gentle pushing out of the way in front of the bookshelf, never really soft, the touches too long, too firm, the hand too deep, and oh, what nice material grabs not only the blouse, but also what is inside it. My list is endless, and it repeats itself, too, in ever new variations, and I have all of it there with dates in case someone asks, and therefore, what do you want here? Do you want something here?
That leaves me speechless.
Really? All of a sudden?
This concentrated, I never wanted to bother you or somehow.
Yeah. You just couldn't imagine that your presence could be bothersome to a woman. You are not so hopelessly narcissistic. You didn't care.
No.
What?
I did care. I always just wanted.
Yeah.
I couldn't help myself any other way.
Help how with what? Why?
I wanted.
Yeah, what?
To be near you.
What? Near what?
I did notice. I did. I'm not stupid. I knew it was absolutely hopeless, but you did that to me.
Me? I didn't do a thing.
You did. I was always drawn to your. I knew it was wrong, but what was I supposed to do?
So now it's supposed to be my fault.
No. At most I could have fired you.
Me? Why? Why me?
To get you away from me. Me out of from you.
What?
To have this power over me. I can't. When you're in the room, it's been like that since the first day. You were so clear and clean, like a bare wall, beautiful and blank, and no, more like a complicated weapon made of metal that fits perfectly in a case, perfectly oiled and smooth and cold, 100%, and dangerous. And if I would touch you, then everything would be good.
I'm not. Can you hear yourself? Can you hear what you're...
No, I can't. I'll be quiet, okay? I'm a man and you're a woman, and somehow that communicates beyond all boundaries, and it doesn't matter what I know about you and your orientation, that you're a lesbian. That's my body. You're right. The body that doesn't care. Then you're a woman and I'm a man, and then I don't know. Can you understand that?
Do you want another splash of wine?
I'm trying to.
Come on. Have a little more wine. You're completely lost.
Okay.
He holds out his glass. Clara takes the bottle and pours the wine slowly next to the glass and over Wolfram during the following. She pours the rest of the wine onto his lap, also getting some on his shirt and his face. It takes a while, and he lets it happen.
You know, Wolfram, your body is actually not odorless. Your body smells. Your sweat smells. Normally like sour yogurt. But depending, I assume, on what you've eaten, other odors are mixed in. And then, sometimes you smell like feet. Or like rotten potatoes. Or like an animal. When you're stressed. When you're scared. Then your sweat smells like cat piss. Because sometimes Sometimes you are scared. And I'm telling you this because nobody, you say yourself every chance you can get that you do not wear deodorant, and that people do notice that. And even if you wish it were so, you are not made of glass or music and sound either. You are not a spiritual being. You are not the air that blows through your organ pipes. You are a pile of flesh that will die and that stinks like everything that lives, because death eats away at everything that lives, and that is why everything that is alive stinks of death. And that is what I have smelled every day. I have smelled you.
Wolfram has been seated quietly. Now he stands up and takes off his pants awkwardly.
Stop, please.
I don't owe you anything. Nothing. If you take revenge on me, then I will tell it all. If you want to destroy me, I'm going to take you with me.
I never wanted, I just wanted to help you. And now you're threatening me.
No, you are threatening me. You came in here, into my private, into my...
But no one will believe you.
Do you think?
It doesn't matter. I'm going to be gone soon anyway. I would have done everything for you. Everything. Now you have to help yourself. I'm gone. Okay.
He hands Clara his wet pants and exits. He returns immediately.
Can you give me my coat, if you would be so kind?
Of course.
And my shoes? I'm sorry. Well, for everything. I'm so... Also that I didn't earlier. I have to... It doesn't matter. I'm very, very sorry. Honestly. From the very beginning.
He puts his hand on her shoulder. The hand stays there for a while. When Astrid enters with the coat and shoes, he removes his hand simply and unhurriedly. He puts on his shoes and coat. The pants remain dripping in Clara's hand.
So, I don't know how I'll feel when I get up tomorrow and what kind of day it will be. I just want... whatever. My door is always open. Still always open. Yeah.
He leaves.
You never told me.
Clara,
Why didn't you tell me anything
there wasn't
about it?
anything to say. The girl was drunk.
No.
What?
I mean about him. That he harassed you
Yeah.
the entire time. Why didn't you
Yes.
tell me anything
No, because
about it?
It wasn't important.
Not important. Your boss.
It didn't make a difference to us here.
You protected him from me all these years. I wouldn't have let you go there anymore.
I never thought about it.
You wrote everything down.
The notebooks.
Did you also keep a diary about me?
No, there are no notebooks.
But
No. I just said that.
Uh-huh. And is there anything that isn't a lie?
Of course.
I really don't know anymore.
The-
Yeah,
The thing with the girl.
Ellen?
Yes.
I don't want...
It was exactly like I said.
I don't want to talk about it. I just want to know.
What she apparently told her father, what he apparently told Wolfram.
I would really prefer
They're lies,
not
and you have to believe
the
them.
lies.
None of it is true.
Yes.
The girl
Nothing.
had too much to drink.
Ellen, yes, I know. like me back then.
Like all possible girls on school trips.
It doesn't matter to me.
It does to me.
It doesn't matter to me if they search your phone or your computer and find some emails or messages. None of it matters to me. I'm not going to listen. I'm not going to listen. I have practiced that a lot the last few years, simply not hearing and seeing. I raced through this blind, deaf tunnel with you, spit out lies where I met you or you me in a carpentry class, at the ice cream parlor. I have all of it handy. Also, how I seduced you, said it all so often, blind and deaf, that it has already slowly become true. I do it. I do it all happily for you. For me. And I can also do it in the future. But between us, the thing between us has to stop.
Our relationship?
The lies.
But
no, and the thing with Ellen, that most of all, that has to stop.
There is
It has
nothing-
to stop.
I'm telling
Don't
you.
tell me anything. It doesn't matter to me. It stops. That which is there, it doesn't matter what.
Okay. Okay.
No, it's
But-
it's okay. It's okay now.
Okay.
Clara takes the stuffed owl.
What are you doing?
I'm going to Yelka's.
Now?
Yes,
But
I'm going to
why?
spend the night there.
At Yelka's?
Yes, you need time. Don't you?
For what?
You wanted to speak with him alone.
Yeah, no.
If you still want to become principal. He said the door is always open.
She gestures to the pants.
Put these in a plastic bag and do it. You have the night. I'll be back tomorrow at lunchtime.
The owl, can you leave it?
You know, back then, what I said before, that I wanted to be dead, that was before I met you, not after.
Yes.
I didn't have a clue who I was. I was nothing. Something had broken. That was just a pile of broken pieces. No idea anymore of what. I poured hot tea into my lap so that I could get an idea, but there was just wild chaos. I walked along the tracks, the grass standing high. I was so close to the tracks that when the trains came, the airflow from the cars shooting past sucked at me. I would have only needed to let go for a moment. It would have ripped me away and crushed me. I was playing with chance. It would have happened sometime. That much is certain.
Yes.
When you put the pieces back together, you saw something in this pile of trash. You probably don't even know this.
Yes.
Then I was something completely different than what I was before. Everything different. Calm, with purpose, and beautiful. As if you had set the planets in their orbit and a sun in the middle so that they could circle around it.
Yes.
I'll be there when you come back.
She gives Astrid a kiss.
Maybe everything will be different tomorrow.
Do we want that?
Do you want that? Think about it.
Clara exits. Astrid watches. The end.
Are you bowing? You can clap too. Bravo. You said bravo. Good. Yes.
All right, well.
Yeah. I think on this planet it doesn't get any better if you are reading. Marius, will you join us? I hope you can stay for a second and join us. Yeah, sit where you are, and join us then. You sit here, so I come here. So again, wow, that what a nightmare of an evening, and how thick was the air in the room? You could cut through it, and this what you guys pulled out of the rabbit hat. That's just sensational, and thanks to it. But really, congratulations. I think only New York actors can do something like that. Normally we ask the play, but maybe we should ask you guys first. I'm going to give you the mic, so we turn this off. And how did that feel?
So fun.
Yeah, super fun and torturous, like all of my favorite plays. Yeah, there's always, if anything, I don't know. Acting is so masochistic that if something is too kind of pleasurable in not a masochistic enough way, then probably the play's not any good. So it's really painful. Yeah, wouldn't have it any other way.
Hold it closer. Yeah. So it feels like you all went through something here.
I mean, we did.
I'm like, what? What just? You go.
I honestly don't know that I have. Give me a minute.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's an incredible ride. Like, and it just sort of doesn't let up at all. I think all of us were saying.
Can you hold closer?
Yeah, we're all saying. You know, when you read a thing for a first time, you never, page one, you have no idea where something's gonna go, and I think all three of us opened this one up and went like, well, clear your Monday, because it's just a real joy to meet with material that asks you to do things that you don't know if you can, and I think Martin's writing is asking you to be playing in your own sort of discordant chord all the way through. There's so many truths that all of Martin's characters are holding, at one point. Not Martin. I'm losing my mind. Forgive me. I'm messed up from the play. But it's a trip. It's a trip to try to hold all of that, and it's always fun when you read a play and you go like, oh, I've made a terrible, I can't do it. I'm so sorry. I'm very ill. But you can't also, as Chris said, we're also masochistic. So the ones that challenge and excite, you don't want to pass up on.
Yes. Oh, is this on? No, it is on. Good. We sat down this morning and read the play together for the first time. And before we read it, Whitney at 3:30. So just but Whitney White, who's a genius and a treasure of the American theater, came into the room and said, y'all, this place slaps. And that was sort of the energy of the day, was like, all right, I mean, how can we possibly meet this juggernaut? And sort of the task is to just get on the train, which is why I think we're a little like, a little out of breath because it's actually it was something about the text is very sturdy, is what I learned. And so if you just sort of, it'll take it'll take you on a journey. And like I would love the luxury of a process to dig and get all the nasty, but also there's something thrilling about sort of just letting it fly. And when you have a really remarkable play, you can do that, and so that's exciting and rare.
Martin, or as we say, Marius. Yeah, Marius.
You can call me Sarah the rest of the time.
Well, for me, it was absolutely amazing. I mean, I really hardly believe that you read it when we read it together. That this was the first time. I've never seen something like that, and it really feels like you've had at least 4 weeks of rehearsals. And so, yeah, for me it was quite a ride too. And yeah, I mean, for a writer, I think it's like the biggest present that you can give, a reading like that, and to be read by people who have this immediate instinct to find the right choices. And I could see that even from the reading that we did in rehearsal to now, the way you even found better choices there. I really enjoyed it. I mean, thank you very much.
Marius, tell us a bit about the play.
So it's the second of 3 plays that I wrote in the first month of the lockdown. I had an opening the night before the first lockdown. So I opened the play, and the next day I was sitting at home, the theater was closed, and I knew this play will never have a life, which was actually true then. Back then I didn't know how long this would take, like all of us, but it was a shock to have gone through the rehearsal process, and then there was the stop, and I immediately felt in order to not go insane, I have to keep doing something, pretending to have a job. And so I started writing 3 plays, and this is the second of the 3. The first play is a couple who are visited by the ex-girlfriend of the husband. And it's a similar situation, similar kind of dialogue. It's also someone visiting. And while I was writing this first play, I thought, it would be cool if it's not the ex-girlfriend, but if it's the boss who is visiting. And so when I finished the first play, the next day I started this one, and more or less like an experiment, just to keep the flow. And when I finished this second one, I started the third one, which I just opened in Berlin. So it's, I think the somehow claustrophobic situation of the play is also connected to the situation that we've all been in at that time. And there are some certain lines when you talk about people working with wood and all this special knowledge about wood, is things that I did. That I watched videos at that time and started carpentry, and today I felt it's weird because people don't do that anymore. But but that was happening at that time.
Tell us a bit about this theme. I mean, it's such a minefield. Anyways, how did you deal with that? What's your take on it?
What do you mean
the kind of the seduction, the underage, about lesbian relationship, how it's viewed by the outside. I mean, there's so in the land here of also political sexual correctness, what you can talk about and whatnot.
That was actually something that was quite big, or it became quite big in the lockdown, because suddenly people, basically in theater or mainly there, started thinking about, are we really working in a way that we want to work, and are we, how do we deal with each other? And so a lot of discussions suddenly took place, and they should have taken place much earlier. But it felt like you needed this distance to see what you've been doing for decades. And so this was on my mind, and I've been talking with friends. There was this movement started by a friend of mine in Germany called Act Out, where queer actors would come out of the closet, and it was a huge article in one of the biggest newspapers, and I had a lot of conversations with her. So that was what was on my mind the entire time, and at the same time, I didn't really, while I was writing it, I didn't worry about it. Later, I started worrying, am I allowed to write about it? Am I allowed to speak about it? But I think what I was looking for, basically, is an experience that I sometimes have as an audience, that I change sides, that I think, okay, I know this is the good guy, and this is, and then I really enjoy as an audience to be challenged in my emotions and in my empathy, and I realize, no, this guy who is terrible, but he might have a point here, and this feels so uncomfortable, and at the same time, it is what I feel all the time in my life. So I thought, why not have that on stage?
Incredible. They're such forceful characters, dangerous characters. They're scratching their faces. Blood is, coming down even if you don't see it. And just the possibility what they could do, and compared to many other characters of other plays, they would destroy them. One has the feeling. And it's so powerful. Jonathan, you are is that right, the literary manager of the great Steppenwolf company, and you're going to do this show. Tell us, what do you see in the play? I don't know, you commissioned it, or you saw it, or tell us a bit.
So Marius's agent, Ansha, who is here, introduced me to Marius's work maybe 15, 16 years ago, and so I've been a huge fan, and
you did Fireface, right?
So another company I worked with in Chicago did The Ugly One, which is like a little bit brighter than this, a little bit more of a comedy, but still like incredibly disciplined, and it's in the language and the way that the language works. And we were talking earlier about how this kind of sort of like short sentence overlapping dialogue is something that is far less common in German theater than in maybe British or some American theater. And so when we're programming a season at Steppenwolf, we always talk about, like, Steppenwolf is an ensemble of 50 artists, most of whom are actors, although we have incredible directors and playwrights as well. And so we're always looking for plays that provide our company what we call red meat, like things that actors just really want to sink their teeth into and sort of wrestle with and gnaw at. And I had pitched a couple of Marius's plays, and they were all very well received. But when we got to this one, it was a clear favorite from the rest of the artistic staff. And so it's also a play that I think scared all of us, because, as you were saying, there's that like Onion headline, the worst person you know makes a good point. We want to believe in goodness, I think, and I think this play teaches us how compromised we all are, and when we're backed into a corner, how we use other people's languages and our own social status to control them. And so, I love the line that we think is the truth about how Wolfram keeps saying, oh, well, Clara was 16, and Clara keeps saying, I was 18. No, I was 18. I was not a minor. But we hear the headmaster repeating a sort of trope that we think is not true. And then 5 minutes later, we start to hear that that story doesn't quite hold water. I feel like the play is filled with these moments where we really want to believe in a character, and then very slowly that support is drained out of the story. I just think it's thrilling and very scary.
That's thrilling. Yeah, I think this was great literature. You look at it and say, it's true. Something real in there. To the actors, would it even cross your mind to say, that's too, I'm not going to touch it, it's too sharp, too dangerous, or we would go for it? What is your instinct on the play?
I would never not touch this play. You don't get, there's a lot of, you get a lot of softballs. You get a lot of stuff, and especially stuff for money that, I have something I have to put myself on tape for. And I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll get paid a lot of money to do that. But then you have something that engages you and challenges you and makes you feel scared and threatens your ego and has people, because you're doing it live and people respond a certain way and it hurts even though you just met this character. And that's exciting. It's a challenge for you as a, I have never had the opportunity to watch this. I hope I will someday. I hope I will get to maybe do it in Chicago. Would be great. I'm free, but regardless, I hope I get to experience it. But to be able to experience it from the inside, like I don't know, and just for 2 times, just having read it through. I'm awful sitting by myself with a play. I read it and I was like, oh, this is good. This is so much. Let me hear it. And then this afternoon, I've learned so much. And so it's just like, it's scary. It makes you sweat in places that you didn't know sweat, and it makes you feel self-conscious.
But not stink.
But not stink. Yeah, exactly.
We're wearing deodorant.
So it's just really, it's a rare piece. And we were on a break talking about all the things we've seen and how much money we've paid to see all these things that we're kind of like not really that moved by, and that's a shame. And there is a lot of commerce involved in theater, and then you get something that's just kind of dangerous and makes you uncomfortable to do it, and that's exciting. Yeah, I would never say no to this. Never.
Yes, the same.
Like, no, do it. Yeah, I'm considering the question, and I'm like, if I said no, what am I? Like I don't. I'm thinking about something Whitney also said this morning, which is that art is inappropriate, and I like that art is inappropriate, and my favorite art is inappropriate, and that can mean a lot of things. But yeah, I'm just sitting on that, and I think like the inappropriateness of the play is what makes it beautiful and worthwhile. Yeah, and that's why I go to the theater.
Yeah, I mean, I think as like the longer I'm in this art form / industry, there are times where you're asked to be an entertainer, and there are times where you're doing something else. And I think that doing something else is sometimes we're creating a container to hold something uncomfortable or frightening or painful. And there's a lot in the world that are those things, and to create a safe space to feel them. And I think as performers, there are those of us who wanted to be entertainers, and there are those of us who wanted to be sacrificial lambs, to be like, I will hold it. I will hold it so that an audience can come and get close to the flame of something that's scary without actually having to, sit into it in their own body, and I think getting close to things that scare us open up doors to understanding the things that scare us, and that can create paths to moving through that discomfort into understanding and ultimately, hopefully, new directions.
I have to add, like, I'm a queer person. Psych. But no, I mean, I'm thinking about what you said, Chris, about self-tapes, and like, it is really rare to see work like this. I audition a lot for like to play, aliens and trees. And, the American theater is like a very limited view, I feel, at times. And so something like this that is kind of filthy, nasty, and complicated. And also, you didn't have to write this through a queer lens, and I am grateful that you did. I think it's a gift. And so like that piques my interest. That's a reason to show up to work and get up in the morning.
Yeah, it certainly is a work. I think Pasolini, the great director, said something authentic. Destroy something that's inauthentic. Or all of a sudden you see something else isn't real there, but that's real. And we don't fully understand actually what's going on. It's a taboos. What you play with it? Someone is good, all of a sudden it's bad, and it's good again, and then you don't really know, and it reflects our lives. I mean, there's the great American play that I think the Children's Hour, Lillian Hellman, which deals a bit about this. I don't know if you know it. It's in a school. It's a legendary prototype of play in America.
I've been in that play.
Yeah. Two school teachers, and they get accused of having a lesbian relationship or doing something with children, and not in a time when people thought if you're lesbian, you could infect other people like a virus, and parents would take their kids out of school. And she plays with it. It's a fantastic, great play, but you also see how the temperature has risen. This is a different furnace. This is burning in. So, Marius, how do you write? Only technically, also, are you at home in your room? I know for Corona time, are you in cafes? And how does it come to you? These characters? How does it happen?
Yeah, I would like to know that myself. Now, because it's really different every time. I have an office that I go to. I have this place where I'm not writing at home.
So you get dressed in the morning.
I get dressed.
Have a coffee, and then you go to an office and sit down in front of a laptop.
Yeah. Basically, that's where I end up. Yeah. No, but it's I had to accept that I don't really have a structure for my work. And for the, 25 plays that I've wrote, I think every single one of them has been different. I must admit that sometimes I'm missing the lockdown. I'm missing the terrible, deadly piece of it. It made it easier for my brain to concentrate on theater. But no, I mean, it's, in this case, it was just this beautiful situation of meeting these characters. That's the weird thing, and it sounds stupid when I say that, but when I look at the play or listen to it today, it doesn't really feel like it's mine anymore, because it's not like, I go home and write another one of these. It doesn't feel like that. But I look at it and think, weird. It's where did that come from? I really honestly don't know.
Incredible, but it has a bit of the Corona time where you think a touch could kill you, or the wrong, someone spits there, whatever. It has something life-threatening in it, but also in a way life-affirming, because the characters are so alive, and it's about their passions and deep desires, and about love, ultimately, between them, your love for her. And it can't happen, and what it pushes you. What are we willing to do to give up? How much do we lie? How do we protect all of it? Before we come to audience question, Marius, you're also a brilliant translator, very much admired. In a way, you translate now feelings, in the play, something that was in your mind. You translated it in a way into a play. Now Whitney translated it, and you guys translated it again. The act of translation of all these plays, I think for certain Shakespeare and others. So how does this shape you? How do you take global theater in, or how is that something that changed you, the idea of translation?
I'm pretty sure it has. I mean, this entire finding a language for characters. What I really like about translation is that the play is already finished. It's there. I know it's good, and I can just sit down and look at the next line, and it's more like using my toolbox and and try to be good. And I think it's it definitely shaped the way I think about writing. And I mean, I once spoke with a scientist who told me that the process of writing is basically a process of correction, so that before we write the first line down, there has been already a number of corrections to that line that we don't really realize. And this is a process that I also do when I'm translating, obviously. I think to say one more thing about the question that you asked before, I'm always trying to write something that I would like to see or something that I would like to direct. And I think I'm a bit obsessed with conflict, both as a writer and also as a director. I always say, if you're on stage and you don't have a problem, then leave. I don't want to look at you if you don't have a problem. And today with my brother, we've been at the Museum of Natural History, and we looked at these beautiful landscapes with the animals. And there were a couple of animals where I realized I wanted them to leave because they didn't have a problem. A lot of them actually have a problem. There has been a great director directing them. They are afraid of being eaten, or they are already eaten, or something is lurking in the dark. And so it's there's a lot going on. And I think these three plays, they are, maybe because I had this concentrated, this chance to work that concentrated, getting very close to this, that it's really driven by conflict. Yeah. And that's, yeah.
And after all, it's called drama. There's the agonist, the antagonist in the Greek sense of theater, agonistic theater, where you can, in a beautiful way, have extreme opposite opinions in theater, but you can say it, and everybody is right in some way. And that's a great play, I think, when people are really right, even so you don't agree, but something in there, and it's like a great boxing match or tennis match to say. And what one could also say for you guys, the opponent, which is the player, Marius, a great opponent brings great things out, and what you guys did is just unbelievable. What it was getting out of you, because you had these lines to play with, and that's such a great art. It looks so easy, but so many people try to do it, but we tonight we saw something, I think, very special, and we can only imagine what might be in Chicago, but we hope you will match it. For sure you will, but it's not so easy. So we always have a little bit, give a space to audiences for a discussion or for a question or comment. It doesn't have to be. So yeah.
I hate to be the only critic in the room, but my idea of theater, I love the theater. I go to the theater often. My name is Boris Winthrop. I also, press it?
No, just hold it
Closer.
closer.
When anybody goes to the theater, they wait and hope the play begins and wait for the action. But my impression of the reading, which was very good, very professional, the one idea that came to me was that it was a relentless bickering of the past. The play never moved forward because everything had to do with the past. It went into the past, about past relationships. It never seemed to go forward into resolution until the very end when the play ended. So I just want to present that problem of the relentless, retreat into the past for the whole play. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good comment. Yeah.
It's the present of the relationship. This past, this reflection of the past is always the present of how these two relate to each other.
what struck me on a lot of levels, and I don't know if you meant for it to be there or I don't know, was so many different definitions of upsetting, breaking, trespassing on boundaries, because there are certain like expected boundaries. Like from the very beginning, I noticed that the central character, the teacher, everybody's saying they're protecting her, but they're all telling her what to do instead of letting her set her own boundaries. That's the most obvious thing. But then you have coming in from the rain and bringing the rain into the apartment and all the mess of what's been going on with it. And then you have, I think, was it lights from the school? Why are you bringing that into your life that sort of parallels why you're bringing him into our life, and why you're bringing the sexuality into the school boundaries, and what's going on with the parent that isn't there, and the layers of gossip. And that just struck me structurally as that these people don't seem to have any sense of their own boundaries. And that somehow affects what is the truth of what's really going on. I don't know. Is that
Hi, I saw Fireface when I was 15 years old in Sydney, Australia, and it totally blew my mind for like what theatre could be, and is a huge part of why I became a writer. And your plays are so different, but the complexity of the structure is maybe a teeny through line. And I was just curious, do you, in your process, do you outline and think about the complexity of the structure, or is it something that kind of comes organically within your process?
No, I'm not trying to have a complex structure, and it's not something that I'm planning, definitely not. What I need as a starting point is usually an idea of a character who has a problem, and hopefully more than one character with a problem, and then those characters meet. And depending on what kind of problem they have, the structure gets more or less complex, I think. In a play with like the ugly one, the main character obviously has a problem being ugly, and he thinks he finds a solution by getting his face operated, and after that he's beautiful. And the structure, I think, became complicated because I had the idea to reduce the number of characters, or not the number of characters, but the number of actors playing a number of characters. And then this met with the idea of the play. But it's something that I like to develop while I'm doing it. And I think maybe it's also it has something to do with being my own first audience, that if I get bored with something, then I don't finish the play. And so the plays that you get to read are the ones that made it to the last line. And maybe I like a certain complexity, but I don't know if that's even true. But I'm very happy that you see it that way. Same with your observations. I think they're very clever. It was not my starting point. But now that you describe it, I realize, yeah, it's obviously true.
I have to say that I used to be a historian in the movie business, and I went to art school, but really I'm a dancer. And people would say, "Oh, you're such a good writer. Why don't you write?" And I say, "Because I'm a good editor." Way. And a writer, a great writer, always puts in more stuff than he knows is there. So thank you for saying that. If you knew it was there, it would be stilted and terrible.
Yeah, so I don't really have a question because this gentleman asked about the translation and the moving from liking the characters not. I just want to say thank you. Thank you too for writing such an incredible piece, and thank you, the three of you, for extraordinary performance. You just made my week. Like, it's Monday, and I feel very honored that I was here to see this, so thank you.
Maybe to all of you, just what are you working on? What's up? What are you doing next? Maybe on what's in the baking in the oven.
So we're in rehearsals right now at Steppenwolf in Chicago for a production of Catch as Catch Can by Mia Chung. We just finished, I think, our second week of rehearsals, and that'll be playing this summer. And then our production of L&B is going to be in the spring, I think all of April and most of May. So if you find yourself in the city, that city.
Yeah, I just finished the translation, and I'm starting a new play.
On what? What was the translation?
Stereophonic.
Yeah. Where he was in. And what's your new play? Have you have any idea yet or not yet?
I have a couple of ideas, but I don't know which idea will make it to the last line.
This is such a dreaded question, but I've had a moment to think, so I can answer it. Right now, I'm working on post-production for a short film I made called The Fell. That's sort of like a queer folk horror film, and it's totally different than theater, and that's interesting. And I'm also about to be in rehearsals for. I'm a musician. I'm a drummer, so I'm about to do a show at Joe's Pub that I'm looking forward to. So yeah, if you look up, Hannah Corneau is the one leading the show. So I'll be kicking around New York though.
I have projects in development.
Auditioning mostly.
Yeah, I mean, actually, doing some this end of the world stuff. So we have some film projects that are in the works, and then I'm working with a novelist on a play adaptation of a short story that she wrote at the moment, and then I'm racing the clock and trying to get tomatoes in the vegetable garden.
I'm doing a bunch of auditioning, and then this one and we are going to collaborate for the second time on the. Well, I mean, put that on a different level. Sam and I have known each other for years. We did a play together 13 years ago now, and then about 5 years ago, almost exactly, we started filming a movie called Midday Black, Midnight Blue, which I'm very proud of, and all like 83 people who have seen it seem to really have feelings about it. So that was a really, just kind of really dear film that we made together with our good friend Daniel Talbot. Then Sam and Daniel co-wrote and co-directed, and then we all co-produced together, and we have some wonderful actors who were involved in the performance of it, and it was shot gorgeously by Piero Basso in the Seattle area and the Puget Sound, and a good number of those people are going to collaborate again this summer, fallish, on the first 3 kind of pitch episodes, I guess. I don't know what the term is really, but episodes of what would ultimately be a series that hopefully gets bought and then made with some other level of professionality and professionalism and money. So yeah. So
okay, fantastic.
And then I want to go to Germany and see Stereophonic in German.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, guys, thank you so much for coming, taking your time. We need great theater, but we also need great audience. So thank you for coming out. And another round of applause for this truly extraordinary way.